Hi, hello. Welcome to Money Manthan TV. Today we are with Chartered Accountant Hanumanlu sir. Sir, namaste.
Namaste.
Sir, India's rice production.
See, now during this financial year 25-26, India's rice production is increasing. It's an all-time high, even from independence onwards. Wheat production also going up, and whereas oilseed production is coming down. See, what is happening? Many people are going for rice production, means paddy crops and wheat crops. Area is increasing, productivity is increasing, and also what we'll call because of reliable seeds are available, and also services are available, marketing is available, ready marketing is available. Farmers are going for these grains crops, maybe paddy, wheat, jawar, maize, like that. But they are not encouraged for oil seeds, which are most need of Indian consumers. We are shortfall of oil seeds, oil requirement, oil needs of the people. Now every year we are importing oil from other countries. So the government wants to encourage the oil farms to have oil production in India itself. Whereas the farmers are interested in going for paddy, wheat, like that. So how to encourage the oil farms, and how to use the excess produced rice and paddy is the important. We cannot say that farmers don't go for paddy and wheat, because it will discourage them. We have to encourage them for oil seeds. So the government, the regulators, maybe government or market or middlemen, should see that the farmers are get sufficient better price and my easy market for their products. So this year we are expecting 152 million tons of rice, and oil, and what we'll call wheat is also increasing to 117 million tons of wheat production. So all these are happening, as we discussed, all these are happening with increased productivity and increased production, increased area also. So how the oil seeds? So around 24 million hectares of wheat wheat lands, farmlands were used for farming wheat till December, and last year it was 21 million hectares. So 3 million hectares increase for wheat growing, wheat crops, and also the rice. Means paddy. Even land holding also for paddy crops are increased. And what you say, now the people are shifting from cotton to paddy also, because of uncertain prices, and what will call, there is no price security, minimum secure price for cotton. So what is required is minimum support price to the what we'll call commodities produced by farmers, maybe cotton, oil seed, or any other product, because it grown from earth. The farmer should be protected from minimum support price, easy marketing, and also the receipts of failed proceeds. And one more important thing required is reduce the middlemen. If for every agriculture product, the middlemen are from 3 to 8 in between the farmer and the consumer. So as we reduce the middlemen, the farmer will get better price, the consumer will get lower price. Means the margins of the middlemen will be shared by the farmer and the consumer. The farmer will get higher price, consumer will get better quality and lower price also. So reduce the middlemen is the most important, especially in agriculture sector. So because we told you about cotton, because cotton became risky crop because of price, quantity, and also yield, quality also. Rice, quantity, quality. Means price, quantity, quality. So people are shifting from cotton to rice, and this monsoon also farmers are shifting from cotton to rice side. So national mission for edible oils to encourage oil seeds farming. The central government has formed a national mission on edible oils. Oil seeds to boost domestic oil seed production, self-sufficiency in edible oil production, and reduce import dependence for oil requirements for Indian consumers. What is the crops required is rapeseed, mustard, groundnut, soya bean, sunflower crops are required to be more crop is required to be grown in India. So what required is hybrids of 9 major oilseeds are required, and for this the government is introducing 600 value chain clusters covering more than 1 million hectares annually for this purpose. So the central government planning to encourage the oil farm crops to more than 1 million hectares during this for this purpose. So National Edible Oil Commission will ensure that the oil farm production increase. National Mission for Edible Oils will ensure that the crops for oil seeds increase and production increase, and it will dependence on import oils will reduce. So how to encourage the farmers to shift from rice and wheat to oilseeds, and many farmers shifting from cotton to rice. So instead of discouraging them, instead of advising them not to go for paddy crop or wheat crop, you can it better to show better price, better income, and better comforts to farmers in commercial crops like cotton, oil seeds, or we can say any crops like that, recurring oil seeds. So that will encourage the farmers to go for these crops. So what is expected is the minimum support price, quality seeds, minimum support price, storage, processing, marketing, delivery, payments from purchases, timely early payments from purchases. This will ensure the encouragement to farmers to grow commercial crops as well as cotton crops. They can shift from rice to wheat also. Instead of advising them not to grow this paddy and wheat, you can advise alternative of better income, comfortness, and easy marketing and receivables also. Then the farmers will automatically shift from these crops to other crops, commercial crops. See, we are seeing because of agriculture is mostly labor oriented, more workers are required. Now, because of what advanced technology available now, many agriculture instruments are coming to help the farmers. Earlier, they used to use physically, we used to spray the pesticides or fertilizers like that. Now, drones has come into operation. Those are undertaking the activity, and what we'll call plucking of plucking and also seeding also, harvesting also, processing also is a mechanism. Technologies are coming into market, made available to the market. The farmers can use that, but the only thing is, majority of the farmers are unable to communicate to the language where the technology people are available. So this is the gap between the technology and farmers. So once this technology gap is reduced, means bridged with any mediator or with any what we call what we'll call helper, or with a supporter like that, middlemen who transfer the technology into the farms, and that will increase the productivity, and that will increase the production, that will reduce the dependence on farmers' dependence on human resources. Also, because the agriculture itself is dependence on what we'll call environment. We don't know when the floods will come, we don't know when the drought will come, and when how the crop will come. Nobody knows that. Even farmers, or even experienced farmers also doesn't know that. So for this, what we require is insurance coverage to farmers, minimum support price to farmers, and bridge between the technology and what implementation and communication. See, many farmers may not be knowing about the market opportunities, and they should be encouraged. Marketing agents may be uh, available near to the farmers so that we can identify the market and they can see that the market produce reach to the consumers and money is reached from the consumers to the farmers. So if that is taken care of, that bridge is taken care of, many of the farmers will be comfortable, and the technology and management is most important in agriculture. See, we can see agriculture. Israel, we have seen how much it is developed within 50, 60 years only. And it was having only salty water. Now they are converting salty water to drinking water, means sea water. So, why it is not, how Israel is successful? Because of implementing more technology, high-end technology in agriculture and management of water and all resources, human resources, water resources. The same can be implemented for India also. And now India is having, luckily India is having sufficient area for agriculture, eligible for agriculture, and what the requirement is better use, better crop, better seed, better crop, and better price, and satisfaction with respect to the farmers. That is the most important. Agriculture is not to be considered. Agriculture is also to be considered as respectable commercial activity, not as charity or under respected, neglected activity, and that should be given due respect to farmers.